Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing today? It's about 6:20 on Wednesday morning. I believe today's like the 15th or 16th, something like that. Anyway, I'm gonna try something a little bit different today. I'm gonna try to get a video of several different things that we're doing throughout the day today. See how it goes. Start out with, I just thought I'd show y'all some things that we fixed last week, or actually Adam fixed last week. We actually took a little trip. So some of those videos from last week were pre-recorded. But anyway, to make a long story short, we have had all kinds of trouble with, all the time, something wrong with something related to the debarker. And that encompasses the log deck, the debarker, and the log trough. So we just replaced a bearing there, put a new cylinder on there. The back of it, back there where it connects to, had completely broken out, and had to replace that whole piece, and for the cylinder to connect to. And then there was another bearing, new bearing, and all of that has broken all up right here. And that had to be fixed. Looks kind of bad, I guess, in a sense, but anyway, had to fix that. Had to put a new bearing there, and another new cylinder there as well. This bearing, the first day we used it, which was Monday, it, of all things, it broke, the housing broke off of it immediately. So I'm not sure if that's not straight or what the problem is. The pin or shaft sticking out there that goes through the bearing. Anyway, so I changed the house and used the same inner part of the bearing, and let's see, I've got about a day's worth of running on that now and hasn't given any trouble. So Adam fixed all of that, and he also replaced the coupler between the electric motor and the shaft that runs the debarker head, and put 6 new belts over here, so we got them ready when we need them, so we don't have to take all that apart again for a while. I also replaced a bearing out on the end of, can't really see it very good, but it's a bearing right out there that runs that shaft to the right. And we also, or he also replaced the bearing on the other end of the log deck here. So he did a whole lot of work fixing all that stuff, and we sure are appreciative of that. So now I'm gonna go out, we're gonna head on out here and hop on a loader and see if we can't get a load of waste loaded up this morning. Y'all notice how quiet it is? There's nobody here yet except me. It's quiet. I can even turn the electricity on with our wonderful lights. Anyway, we're here to this loader. It looks like it's got a tire low on it. and we're going to load that trailer with bark and with sawdust. It's gonna be a half and half load. And then after that, I reckon we're gonna slide by the band mill and put a new band on the Resaw. Get that set up the right thickness, and I'm gonna want my sons to be running 3.5 by 6s through. So let's take a peek at this tire here, because it definitely looks a little bit low. I can still use it. It's not too low to use, but something is in this tire somewhere. And there it is, right? Let's see here. See if I can get it on. I think I saw it. No, actually I don't see nothing. This is an old tire that we put on the loader because the other one had done run over top of something and messed it up. Oh, that is. Look at that. Oh, we got a bolt. Maybe, might be a nail. Stuck right in the tire. Unbelievable. At least it's an old slick tire. We might be able to stick a plug in that, but we're not going to do that right now. We're going to jump up in here and I'm going to load this bad boy. I need to hurry up and get it done. So I'll be ready to saw here at 7:30. That's when we officially are supposed to start sawing. So I will talk to y'all in a little bit. See ya. It looks like we got this, see me squinting there, can't half see. We got this load of sawdust loaded up. Oh, let's see if I can zoom in here where you can see it. And when I say sawdust, I'm talking about sawdust and bark. We got it loaded up. Now we're gonna go put this band on the band mill. Oh, excuse me. We're gonna put this band on the Resaw. Actually, I got out here, guys, and I decided that the band was in pretty good shape, and I just put some diesel fuel on it. It don't look too good because it's got stuff built up on it, but I think that diesel fuel is going to take care of it, so I'm not going to worry about changing the band right now. That's what the inside of the Resaw kind of looks like. Anyway, so hopefully that'll be good to go for them. I can't remember whether I said it or not, but we saw some poplar 12 foot, and that's what we're going to be filming today, is poplar 12 foot. Probably going to be cutting 6 by 7s to go out to the Resaw, and maybe some 3.5 by 6s and 4/4 boards. So let's hope everything goes nice and smooth, because the first 2 days of this week have not been too smooth. I've had a bearing bust, as I already told y'all, and also had a belt bust on the edger, and I guess it wouldn't be bust, it'd be more like tear. But anyway, had to fix that relay setup, and hope that none of that stuff happens or anything else. Hope we can jump in the saw cab and make boards all day long. Making the chopper run. Start that little bit of filming when I pushed the button, and I forgot I'm not a qualified videographer, am I? Would you like to say hi, Dakota? Would you like to say hello? Sure. See if we can get straightened out here. Where we at? Oh, I'm on the wrong. Hello, Dakota.
Boss man.
Yes sir, yes sir. How you doing?
Good, you?
Doing good. You hope we're gonna go the whole day without having any screw ups and breakdowns?
Hopefully.
Cause I'm about sick and tired of them. How about you?
I heard that.
Look at this young man, folks. He's been working his tail off here this morning. He's been shoveling, cleaning up, doing a fine job. And you know, it ain't many young people anymore that's willing to do that kind of thing, and we're just happy that Dakota is willing to do that. Thanks, Dakota.
Right, boss man.
You know, a minute ago, folks, I'm not even sure if I got that on film a second ago. I might have to go back and check something out. But anyway, Sean, you want to talk just for a minute?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How y'all
Yes,
doing
sir.
this morning? How y'all doing this morning?
Yes, sir. It's a Sean, folks, and he been over here shoveling too. You know, I just showed you Dakota over there shoveling. He been shoveling like son of a gun over here at the Debarker, the messy spot.
Yeah, always something that's clean up.
It's always, we get a mess. Right here, let's see here. I ain't worth a hoot with a,
Might be better if you come this way.
I ain't worth a hoot with this, but anyway, when he's debarking, a lot of bark will fly off the top right here and falls right down on the ground down here. So 2 or 3 times a day, he has to clean all that up. It's lots of fun, right, Jones? Woo-wee.
Gotta get it done, though.
Gotta get it done.
Yeah.
So, I asked Dakota this question a minute ago. We hoping for good luck today, right?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, every day.
Every day.
Every day.
That's right, because it keeps me in a better mood, right?
Everybody in a better mood. Boss man good, we good.
Boss man good, we good.
Yes,
There
sir.
you go. All right. We'll talk to you later, Sean. I got a question for you. You asked me a second ago, where's the stack name?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't see him here.
I don't mean. Oh, there he is.
What you think about going down there and stacking today? You want to do that instead of edging?
I don't know. That's body right dump during the day. I enjoy my send 5 bore stand there for 5 minutes. Send 5 bore stand there for 5 minutes.
I hear you. Well, he does that down there too, right?
Until he gets backed up for get on the phone.
All right. Well, he has done arrived. So we ready to roll. And TJ, he's up on the knuckle boom, unloading a load of loads right now. Got a straight truck come in, looks like a whole load of poplar. And he's unloading with the knuckle boom instead of the wheel loader, because poplar can be really aggravating. So slick. There comes my brother in, Mark, and looks like Kenny's the guy driving that truck. Looks like he's checking out the new loader up there. I don't think y'all can see it real good, or at least he's leaning up against it. Let's watch TJ get a scoop of loads. Oh, that wasn't good, TJ. I got him on camera messing up. slick. I'm gonna tell you right now. Plumb slick. Alright, y'all, I've had some of you guys, or maybe gals, ask, do I have a digital rule? And why I don't necessarily keep the manual dial rule cleaned off as well as maybe I should, and how I can see it. Well, this is why. I have a digital rule inside the saw cab. I do use the dial rule as a rough yes, but the digital rule is what I generally go by. And I have all of these thickness toggles. I can set each one of these on any thickness I want it set on, or I can also have, it's kind of dirty there, I have a call set button which I can flip up, and that will change these toggles down here to a different thickness. Let me go into the dial here, and actually not the dial. Let me go into the set. So you've got your board sets, and you've got your go-to targets, and those go-to targets are, for example, if I just want to go to 6 inches wide, I can set it for those. But generally, as a rule, I don't use that. I only use the board sets. So that's the gist on the digital rule. And as I move the head blocks in and out, the part there that says dial, it moves in and out, shows me where I'm at, and it shows me what my last set was, and it also shows me what my target is. So there you go. Alright guys, let's saw some poplar. gonna step out from behind this tree I'm hiding behind right now, between the one sawmill and the other sawmill. Show y'all Deanna working. Actually, she ain't working right now. She's just standing there talking to Luke. Well, hello, folks. How y'all doing? You look a little flustered in your face, Deanna.
Well, he works me too hard.
He's working you too hard. Yep. Oh, we wanted to get Mama on tape actually doing some work.
What?
We wanted to get Mama on tape actually doing some work.
Yeah, good. Well, I'm still not really doing any work. Hey, but I did all those.
How's your knee, Luke? Bad knee. Blame Disney World.